What would you say if I told you that the breakthrough you're praying for, the opportunity you've been grinding for is already on the way, but your daily decisions are delaying the delivery? Oh, something to think about. Hi, I'm William Craig III, also known as the Career Transition Guy. And today I'm going to be sharing what you should be doing until that dream job shows up. Because look, the job market is crazy. I mean, it's just the wild, wild west. Maybe you've applied for 40, 50, 100 positions and still no call back, just crickets. I know you're frustrated and you're getting tired, and I get it. Not only have I experienced that, but if you've seen my LinkedIn profile, you know I've shared this information with somewhere in the neighborhood of 60,000 job seekers. And with YouTube, the numbers are growing every day. Now, I've read or seen the biographies of some of the most iconic names in business today. Oprah, Branson, Gates, even Trump. And guess what? They all hit walls too. But what separates the champions from the crowd is what they do, as Myron Golden would say, in the meantime, in between time. So look, here are three things, I'm not going to keep you, three things that you want to do until that super sweet job offer comes through. You ready? If you're taking notes, here's a good time. Number one, become the expert while you're waiting. You want to get hired? Then show up as someone who's already working. Every day, I want you to study the industry you're pursuing. Watch the trends, read the news, follow thought leaders. Take free LinkedIn Learning or Coursera classes. Join a professional group. Build a Notion doc. My goodness, it's free. Make a one-pager on a company you admire. And what do you do with this information? So glad you asked. Here's a pro tip for you. Post what you're learning on LinkedIn at least once a week. You got that? It doesn't have to be fancy. Just let the world know, hey, I'm still in it. I'm still at it. I'm growing. I'm learning. I'm serious. Because your goal is to make recruiters say, whoa, wait a minute. Why haven't we hired this person yet? Quick story for you. I lost my job. I'd been unemployed for about a year. Well, all total it was about a year and a half. But during that period of time, I stumbled on Entrepreneur Magazine. And what I read in that magazine was a little story about a company that had just started called Fiverr. And the question was posed, what would you do for $5? Now, that seems like a meager amount. And there's a passage in the Bible that says, do not despise the day of small beginnings. So nonetheless, here's what happened. I had been doing some things in my local church. For example, I'd been doing some voiceover things for the church and producing radio broadcasts for them. And, for free, something I enjoy doing. And when I stumbled on this Fiverr gig thing, I'm like, I wonder if somebody would actually pay me to do what I've been doing for free. Long story short, I created my Fiverr profile and I got to work. And can I tell you, I became the #1 voiceover radio commercial producer on Fiverr for about a year or so. And Fiverr actually invited me to host an event for them at the National Press Club in Washington, D.C. How cool is that? But here's the thing about that. I was able to pay my bills until the job came through. Are you hearing what I'm saying? I became the expert and I put myself out there by way of Fiverr. And I ended up doing business with 32% of the world, places I will probably never go. I found out about a place called Fuerteventura. I helped them launch their TV station with one of my ads. Alrighty? So look, I'm going to share a couple of quick videos in a moment. This isn't about me, but I just wanted to give you some ideas about what you can do. So number 2, network like you're already on the inside. Now, this one is straight out of the book of Oprah. Okay. She didn't just wait for doors to open. She introduced herself at the gate, smiling with a purpose. So while you're waiting, you need to build your network like it's your full-time job. Are you hearing me? But you don't go out there begging. All right, that's a turnoff. Don't go begging for help. You bring value. You ask thoughtful questions. You ask, what skills should someone in this role be mastering right now? Or if you meet somebody, you ask them, if you were hiring for this role, what would you be looking for? And can I tell you something? AI is the #1 skill that employers are looking for. And not so much that you just know about AI, or maybe even how to use AI, but more specifically, how to apply AI to your specific job role. How would you as an accountant, how would you as a musician, how would you as a plumber, how would you, yes, even as a plumber, how would you use AI to make your work more efficient, to help make that company more profitable? That's what they want to hear about today. So real talk, the next job you land, it probably won't come from a job board. All right. This idea of click and apply, it's passé. And it's just going to bring more frustration and disappointment. Your next job, it's going to come from someone that you have met, that you've networked with, who mentions your name in a meeting. Hey, I met this guy, I met this gal. They said that they know how to do X, Y, and Z. Alrighty, here we go. Let's move on. Finish it up. Number 3, rewire the questions you're asking yourself. I've got a video somewhere on here on YouTube that says, ask better questions and get better answers. But here's the hard truth. If you keep asking yourself, why can't I get a job? Or what's wrong with me? Maybe I'm too old. Maybe I'm too young. Guess what? Your brain is going to absolutely find the answers to those questions. And guess what? That's not going to help you. So instead, ask better questions. For example, what does this delay make possible for me right now? What can I create while the world catches up to my greatness? Because, okay, I'm good. They need to know I'm good. Until they get there, what can I be doing? What can I create? Who do I want to be on the day that my offer comes through? Do you want to be the same person you were yesterday? I mean, hey, hopefully your offer comes through tomorrow. But you shouldn't be the same person tomorrow that you are today. I heard someone say you should get at least 1% better every day. Because guess what? Delays are not always denials. Sometimes they're divine setups. My good friend, Dr. Willie Jolly, was a nightclub singer. And he tells the story of how one day the nightclub owner came to him and told him that it was over. He was firing him. He was letting him go. Why? He was being replaced by, of all things, a karaoke machine. Imagine that. But Willie Jolly, Dr. Willie Jolly, went on to write the book, A Setback is a Setup for a Comeback. So what should you be doing until you find a job? Number 1, grow your genius. Number 2, expand your circle. And number 3, upgrade your mindset. That open door is coming for you. But guess what? You control how you walk through it. Are you going to crawl through it? Are you going to stumble through it? Or are you going to walk gleefully with your head held high, knowing that you bring value to that opportunity? Now, look, if nobody's told you lately, I believe in you. I know you say, but you don't know me. Well, I know this much about you. If you've watched this far, you're different. You stand out from the crowd. And one of the things that I do as a career coach is that I help people get hired by making their outstanding stand out. Again, I'm going to share just a couple of videos to give you some inspiration. Be sure to like, subscribe to my channel, share it with someone else that you know needs some inspiration. And then what I want you to do, I want you to get up and get a job.
Strap on your boots and get ready to visit a city worth bragging about. Fort Worth, Texas. Situated atop the Trinity River, the longest river in the state of Texas, Fort Worth is a veritable crossroads of history and modern culture. Established in 1849 as an Army outpost, the city, once named Cowtown because of its prominent role in the cattle drives and ranching industry of the past, has morphed into the 16th largest city in the United States of America. A virtual cornucopia of the old and the new, Fort Worth offers residents one of the most revered living experiences in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Home to roughly 750,000, Fort Worth is still growing and considered by Frommers as one of the 100 best family places in the nation. No matter what your fancy, you can find it in Fort Worth. Everything from longhorns to long necks, from salons to saloons awaits you. Noted worldwide for its artistic masterpieces, the Fort Worth Cultural District is one of the best, and even the most orthodox shopaholic will be challenged by the 35-block Sundance Square, one of the most exciting downtown areas in the country. And that's just the beginning. The home and/or birthplace of famous personalities like Ginger Rogers, Kate Capshaw, Larry Hagman, John Denver, Kirk Franklin, and American Idol winner Kelly Clarkson, Fort Worth is also home to some of the most prolific educational institutions, sporting events, and corporate entities. If you're interested in buying or selling a home in Fort Worth, Texas, visit newhomesource.com. That's NUHomesource.com. Good morning, America. It's time for another edition of Get Up and Get a Job. If you're unemployed, underemployed, or just unhappily employed, you can get up and get a job using the tips and strategies heard right here. We'll cover the topic of the day, go through the email bag, and hear from HR professionals, recruiters, and even hiring managers. In just 28 minutes, we'll inform, inspire, and hopefully help you get a job. So come on, America, get up and get a job. Today's a great day to make it happen.